Looks like it's going to be one of those days. This car hasn't even been put in this spot for 24 hours. And yet, somebody's already made a whip. Hate to burst their bubble. But anyway, so I just got done cleaning my spray guns because they needed it. They didn't want to work. Thought I cleaned them good enough, but I didn't. Today, I think I'm going to work on that. The fender, I turned the Cutlass around because I do want to get this fender off, but it's in the sun and I don't feel like working in the sun. So, either that, or I could work I'm not going to work on the back of here, but I do know what I'm going to do is shave, keep this like this, and I'm not going to put a lock there. I'm going to have a cable that runs into the let me set you up there. Has a cable that runs into the back seat that's hidden, but I'm also going to have it remote lock so that I can just push a button and unlock it. But if the battery fails or whatnot, I can just pull cable from inside the car and unlock it. And then these will just be on remote unlock, lock, unlock. So stuff like that. That's those plans. And this bumper, at least it's not damaged, but it will need to be re-chromed. Not too bad though. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just not one of those days. But I think I might go ahead and change the rims and tires over from the white Camaro to this one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. You know, I'm not, like I said earlier, feeling too well, and for some reason I decided that changing the rims out from this car and that car now has moved on to, well, since I'm already here, might as well go ahead and do the rear shocks. I somehow, and probably going to end up being the front shocks as well. I somehow thought all of this would be a lot easier than taking off a single fender and or sanding the other fender in the nose of the Cutlass. I don't know. That's just the way my brain goes. Either that or I just want to get all this stuff done so that I can focus 100% of my time onto this one. Got the rears done. Definitely looks different. Still used to the chromes in the front. I still got the one shock to do on this side. Chrome actually looks interesting on this car. It's kind of funny though with this Camaro here. It's gone from black to more black. But I guess when I go ahead and compound or wet sand, compound, and polish the paint to make it shinier, it'll look a lot better with the black rims, and it won't look like a, you know, matte black finish and everything else. All right, it is the next morning. I am not so exhausted. I'm still tired. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. But we got both cars in here turned around, and we are going to get the front shocks done today. Not quite finished with them yet. Just got to put that one in on this side and then do both the passenger sides and we're done. And the driver's side on this car is completely finished. Except I gotta rebolt the master cylinder back up. It's no big deal. But other than that, we're just about over halfway there. So we'll be back for another update. Well, the other Camaro is done. This is the last shock. And it always has to be the last one that gives you problems. I mean, every other one that I slid in, you know, these top posts up here just guided, were right in where they were supposed to go. These two have to be, well, I don't know. Let's see. What is that? Oh, it's off to the side by a lot back there. So, yeah, we'll get that fixed. See if we can do it now. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, back to work. I win. So, this took a little extra persuasion to get. Oh, you like how I had to rig this bolt? Yeah, anyway. Took a little extra persuasion to get it to go in there. It had to be, use a little extra leverage. This right here. To kind of go ahead and twist and move and bend that where it needed to go. But we got it. Come on, lower. There we go. Alright, so now we can make sure these are getting lined up and don't get cross-threaded. Because remember, if you start it by hand, then you use the tools, you can't cross-thread it. I was reminded just by driving this one around on the yard here how much more stiffer those shocks are. Those were the Gabriel Ultras. Well, them things are abusive. These Bilsteins, however they're pronounced, nice and soft, but man, I'll tell you, when you hit a corner, this car is nice and level. Well, the Camaros are nice and level when it goes to the corner, especially with those shocks. Used to have a Camaro that was lowered with Bilstein shocks, Eibach lowering springs. Man, you take a corner from the passenger seat. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get this finished up. We'll go for a ride and then close it out. I'm gonna get off my butt and I'm gonna get that car to a drag race track, and I'm gonna start with it on stock speed, you know, with no modifications, and then slowly go from there, whether it be simple as exhaust when it comes down to headers, better exhaust, you know, mandrel bent pipes into a higher flow muffler, and then also with an intake. Now, will it be huge gains with that? No. But that's the goal with that car, eventually getting it to a drag race car. The Cutlass, on the other hand, that's going to be a totally different story. We ain't going to drag race that car. No. But that's going to be it for today. This humidity that's coming in is just really killing me right now. So I thank y'all for being here. I know this wasn't another one on the Cutlass. The Cutlass will be again tomorrow. We will be taking the other fender off. Or I just may say to heck with it and go ahead and start sanding and primering. Well, no. I'll take both fenders. I'll have the other fender off, do both fenders at the same time. Sand them and prime them both at the same time. Tomorrow, have the other one off. Then we'll do that. And then after that, get working on the rest of the car, the doors, the holes, and everything else. So until then, I'll see you later. One last thing before I really close this out. I may have to go ahead and consider a lowering kit, simply because that's sitting a little high for my taste, even though it's still stock. Because over here, the 97 sitting the same way. So yeah, I may have to go ahead and lower this. Not much, but it's gonna have to happen. But this is what she looks like now.